Hello, welcome to Visa Passport. In this video, we shall discuss and understand what is PTE and how is it different from IELTS. So let's get started. So PTE is known as Pearson Test of English. What exactly is it? Pearson Test of English (PTE) is an international computer-based English competency test. Candidate registers online and attempts the test in an authorized PTE test centers which can be chosen throughout the world. Where is it valid? In more than 50 countries. So there are above 250 centers all around the world in 50 plus countries. How is it different from IELTS? Which exam do you think will be appropriate to take, PTE or IELTS? Well, both the tests have their own pros and cons. I think we should learn the differences to know more. PTE versus IELTS. PTE is delivered only via a computer while IELTS can be attempted with a pen and a paper as well as on a computer. PTE has 20 different shorter tasks while the IELTS has only 5 yet longer tasks. Now let's learn the PTE test format. In the PTE test we have 4 modules, that is speaking, writing, reading and listening. Speaking and writing together goes on within 54 to 67 minutes. Reading goes on within 29 to 30 minutes and listening goes on within 30 to 43 minutes. Let's move on to the IELTS test format. In IELTS, we are assessed on again the 4 same modules, that is listening, reading, writing and speaking. In the listening test, we have 4 parts, 40 questions that are to be attempted in 30 minutes. Whereas in reading, we have 3 parts, 40 questions which are attempted in 60 minutes. In the writing section, we have 2 pieces of writing tasks of 150 and 250 words attempted within 60 minutes. In the speaking session, we have the speaking which goes on within 11 to 14 minutes. Let's carry on with the differences. During the test in the PTE academic, you can only navigate forward through questions. Whereas in the computer delivered IELTS, you can skip the questions and come back to them to complete. The individual questions in the PTE academic are also timed. You must correct the mistakes before moving on to the next question. In the IELTS test, you can check the answer at a later time as IELTS doesn't track the time of an individual question. What about the examination fee? Well, PTE Academic charges $375 Australian dollars if the test is booked on time, whereas IELTS would charge $395 Australian dollars and the price for the exam is same whether you take IELTS General Training or IELTS Academic. Candidate has to pay $395 Australian dollars if booked late in the PTE test, whereas in the IELTS test there is no separate registration fee or payment processing fee. There is also no late payment fee. So why choose PTE now? First of all, it is widely accepted. PTE is accepted for all visa PR applications and over 300 Australian institutions. The second point is, it is quite fair because there are no errors. Error-free computer marking means and no potential for examiner bias or mistakes. The third point is, it is pretty fast. Results are delivered in 1 to 5 business days. The last point is, it is quite flexible because all flexible test dates are provided to all candidates. The sessions are available multiple times a day. That means 363 days a year. Let's move on to the assessment criteria. In PTE, there are many integrated questions such as listening and speaking in the speaking portion of the exam, or reading and writing in the reading part, or reading and speaking in the speaking part. Whereas in IELTS, your reading, writing, listening and speaking skills are assessed separately. So your reading test only looks at your reading and not speaking at the same time. What about the marking criteria? Well, PTE Academic is automatically scored. With IELTS, the reading and listening tests are auto-marked, but the speaking and writing tests are looked at by a real human. We can also see the comparison between the PTE original marking scheme, the PTE academic updated marking scheme, and IELTS marking scheme. We have the detailed marking system in the next slide coming up. So as we can see that the PTE score range goes on from 30 to 34 to 86 and above, as compared with the IELTS band system, which goes on within 4.5 to 9 bands. For any other queries, you can contact us on the information given below. And also, if you want to learn about some more interesting facts and tips for such sort of language proficiency tests like IELTS, PTE, TOEFL, OET, or many more, simply let us know. Bye bye. Thank you.